So let's continue exploring a similar topic and have more on our Shiny solutions targeting homelessness. Let's welcome Ivan Milanes and Michael Thomas from Ketchbrook Analytics, showcasing youth homelessness data dashboard. Ivan, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the Absalon Shiny Conference 2024. For those who just watched Trevin's great presentation on how the Coalition on Homelessness and Housing in Ohio is leveraging data engineering pipelines to feed the Shiny apps that they are developing, we're going to show you the end result of that, some Shiny apps that we are developing at Ketchbrook Analytics in partnership with COHHIO. My name is Michael Thomas. I'm the Chief Data Scientist at Ketchbrook Analytics. We're a data science consulting firm that specializes in the end-to-end life cycle of a data science project, which often culminates in, you guessed it, a Shiny web application. And on my team here to present alongside me today is Ivan.
Thank you, Michael. I'm happy to be presenting here at ShinyConf 2024. Just as a background on my side, I'm from Argentina, where I study statistics. I've been an R-Shiny developer for more than 5 years, and during this time, I've had the opportunity to collaborate with clients across different industries, including healthcare, insurance, marketing, and pharma. Currently, I work as a data scientist in Ketchbrook Analytics.
So this app was the result of a really strong partnership between Ketchbrook Analytics, the Ohio Department of Health, and the Coalition on Homelessness and Housing in Ohio, who we'll refer to as COHHIO today. In 2022, COHHIO entered into a contract with Ketchbrook Analytics to assist in helping to analyze this large amount of survey data, survey responses from youth homeless that COHHIO and the Ohio Department of Health were serving across the state of Ohio to try to help them improve outcomes. They were collecting a lot of this survey data, but didn't have a great mechanism for visualizing that data, interpreting it, and making decisions off of it. So for the last 2+ years now at this point, we have been developing this Shiny web application, continuing to enhance it to help the decision makers make the best decisions for the youth in Ohio, leveraging this dashboard. So when the app initially opens, users are brought to the welcome page, and also you'll note that on the right side of the page there is a filters pane as well. So if we jump to the overview page, which would be the next page on the left-hand sidebar, you can see that we start to get into some of the visualizations that sit on top of the data that has been collected. And the right-hand filters pane allows users to select a subset of that data, and as Ivan's doing right now, and then they can click the apply button at the bottom of the filters pane, and you'll see immediately across the app, as well as on this overview page, that all the data within the visuals will change accordingly. So it's a very interactive app that users can easily change the different filters that we have there on the right hand side. They can even subset across the many different projects, which it looks like 30 are selected at this point, and these are all of the different projects. There are some projects in the state of Ohio that are intended to help homeless youth, find housing. There are other projects in the state of Ohio that are intended to help homeless youth find employment. So that's what those different projects and programs represent. So depending on the audience that's viewing this app, they may want to look at their own project, or if it's a higher level manager, they may want to look at the data across many or all projects in the state of Ohio, and they have the ability to do that within the filters pane. The data that lives behind this web application is stored in an AWS PostgreSQL database, and users are actually able to upload data that ends up in that database using the different zip files that they export from their own homeless management information systems. And this is the page that would allow them to select that zip file, which contains a subset of CSV files that represent the different tables that we have set up in our AWS PostgreSQL database, which is the destination for this survey data.
Returning now to the visualizations in the application, we see that each page summarizes information using different types of visuals. To show proportions of individuals that fall into different categories, we use donut charts and bar charts. Also, to show summary values, we use info boxes, and there is one particular chart that we use, which is the sankey chart, and in this case, we are in the employment page, and this shows changes of how a person started out the program and how it finished, in this case, regarding to employment status. Regarding the technical aspects of the application, the app leverages the use of VS4Dash to create the UI. It uses eCharts4R to create the interactive visualizations. Tables are created using the React table package. And in general, the code is developed using the golem framework for modularization. Each page is developed using its own module.
So this app is publicly available at cohio.org/youth-data. If you want to go check it out yourself. And I would let you know that this app is one that we're currently continuing to improve every day. And one of those improvements that we are rolling out in the coming weeks is going to be the addition of tooltips, information icons here on every chart to allow users to get a better understanding of exactly where the data is coming from that sits behind each chart. So those tooltips include hyperlinks to the data dictionary, essentially, that contains information about each metric that you will see in the charts. And the last thing that I want to note is that this app is part of a really powerful project in which we are trying to highlight how many of these programs in the state of Ohio are trying to improve outcomes for homeless youth in Ohio. Prior to this, there was not a great tool to really understand whether or not these programs were working, how many youth were even being helped within the state, and what their outcomes looked like. So an important part of these programs being able to continue to provide help to homeless youth in Ohio is the fact that they are funded by the government. And in order to make those funding decisions easier for folks, a visualization tool like this Shiny app that we have developed enables them to really understand and see firsthand how these programs are really impacting homeless youth in Ohio and how they're really making a difference. So we're very glad to be part of this project. We hope you check it out for yourself, and we hope that maybe we were able to pass along some insights into our approach for developing a Shiny application like this.
Thank you for a great presentation, Ivan and Mikael. And so, don't have a very nice dashboard. Is there a repo link that you can share?
Yep, I did actually try to share it, I believe, in the comments just a second ago, but I don't know if it's come through yet.
Great, thank you. And how was the experience of connecting from a Shiny application to an AWS database?
I guess that's a great question. I think when you start out as an RN Shiny developer, a lot of times you're connecting to like a flat file, a CSV, or something like that. And I think as you get further along in your journey, you see the value of connecting to a database and having that live connection, especially when it comes time to deploy that solution. You don't have to stick that flat file onto the server where that app or API or script or whatever it is going to live and run at, always in case of our app, or at some interval if it's some sort of a scheduled job. So databases are super powerful. And the process of working with a PostgreSQL database is one that we leverage a lot. We like a lot of the functionality and sort of the standards that Postgres brings around database management. So it makes our life easier.
Great presentation, guys. Thank you very much.